Featuring the... And Clark, here we have plenty of talent on the court, but for me, it's that center matchup that is most intriguing.
Big bodies and big games. NBA... Stars can seem larger than life at times, and that's never more true than when they stand a foot taller than your average human being.
And Baamute against Hayward. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
In describing Hayward as a scorer, I think a good word is determined. I mean, he'll take contact if he has to, and whatever it takes to get his points, he's willing to do.
And the shot is good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The Los Angeles Clippers, they come into this one following a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. And taken away by Paul. Oh, Griffin in position, hammers the alley-oop through.
Paul, one of the very best passers in the game, and he gives it to you right on time and on target.
Hill against Paul. Pass to Burks. Hayward on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from 14. It's rebounded by Jordan. Here's Crawford. Burks pulls it in.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Ball against Hill. Pass to Burks. It's back to Hill. So here's Burks. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Crawford outside. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebound, Utah. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. And then Griffin with the dunk.
You gotta love his... Also leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
For Utah, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Hill passes to Hayward. And here's Burks. Gobert with a screen on Crawford. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Paul dishes to Griffin. Inside, here's Crawford. Burks pulls it in. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Utah. They trail by 1. Hill passes to Gobert. Burks with it. Favors sets the pick for Burks. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Hill finds Burks to the paint. Here's Gobert. Makes it off the glass.
And he's a hard man to defend inside. Gobert has great hands and that terrific dexterity for a player his size.
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Punishing the rim. And maybe some feelings with that one.
Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. A very nice season for him last year. And he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And you don't finish top 3 in blocks unless you're truly inspired. He combined supreme hustle with keen awareness. You've got to love this guy. Crawford outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Burks. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Ron Favors kicks to Gobert. Pass to Hill. Jazz passing it around. And here's Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Mbah a Moute. And Hayward gets it to go.
Well, Hayward has tremendous range, and he can stretch the defense with his shot.
Paul for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Utah has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. It's Hill on the wing, defended by Griffin. Outside Hill. Gobert down low. Jordan on him. Gobert, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Paul outside. Pass to Griffin. Gobert pulls it in. Utah leading. Here's Burks. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Jamal Crawford picks one up. Utah shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Thursday, they will start out on the road to play the Bucks in Milwaukee. Then on Saturday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA. And Clark, here in the early phases of the regular season for players that are having a tough time and struggling with their shots. Turner with it. Outside, George. From the top of the key, he buries it. George has got the lead up to 12 now for Indiana.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Middleton outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Middleton's got 10 points in just the second half. Teague for three. Knocks down the three ball. And the Pacers lead by 12.
And with Teague's speed, his pull-up jumper is so tough to guard.
And here is Dellavedova. Here's Middleton. The rebound by Turner.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George, something to behold. When he leaves the ground for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw in awe.
Now here is Dellavedova. Giannis inside. Defended by Young. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Antetokounmpo.
And that's where Giannis does most of his damage. He's a problem on the interior.
Off the bounce, playing through contact. I love it.
And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Tries from the block. Pacers with the rebound. George has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
And he's good on the second.
And Teague is just the player you want drawing fouls and getting to the line. A solid free throw shooter.
Here's Dellavedova. Outside, Antetokounmpo. George against Parker. 6 to shoot. Dellavedova. There's the triple. It's hauled in by George. George has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Teague kicks to George. No good. Good D by Parker. Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Good take from Giannis. I like seeing him go up with confidence inside.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Take a break.
Another
Take a
thing
break.
they're doing well tonight
Two
is
shots.
getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Starting to find a rhythm from the line now as they try to cut into this deficit.
And he makes both free throws.
Here in the second half, they have definitely made free throw making look easy.
Turner with the screen. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
This team loves to run the pick and roll with Teague, and it's easy to see why that's the case.
Giannis outside. Back to Dellavedova for the three. The rebound by Young. Pacers leading by 15. Outside, George. Indiana moving the ball around. George with the screen on Monroe. Out to Stuckey. Pass to Young. Goes up again, and so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Saturday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town. Then on Sunday, they head out on the road and face the Mavericks in Dallas.
And that game against Memphis, that's number 9 on the season for them. They should start feeling good about themselves at that point.
Bucks trail by 17. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Teague. Now the Pacers moving it up. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Dellavedova. Middleton outside. Pass to Dellavedova. Giannis against Young. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Just 3 to shoot. Parker finds Monroe. Shoots over Turner. Monroe, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Young passes to Teague. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And last season marked the end of an era, with multiple NBA legends, Greg, announcing their retirement.
Yeah, Garnett, Duncan, and Bryant all decided to move on after each playing 19 or more seasons. These guys defined a generation in our first ballot Hall of Fame. We'll miss watching them perform, that's for sure.
You know that this is where Giannis wants the ball, but how do you stop him? I don't have the answer.
Here's Teague. And slammed in by Teague.
He made extra sure that goes in.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Here's Monroe. Here's Giannis. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Teague up top. Defended by Dellavedova. And the shot goes down.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
George against Parker. Pass to Dellavedova. Connects from 3-point range.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win.
Oh, say does.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. And tonight, it'll be the... And neither side tonight will push the tempo often. Clark, they like to slow it down and run those half-court sets.
And that fits the personnel these teams have, Kevin, and that's really what it's all about, playing to the strength of your personnel. And both of these teams are very effective in the half-court. I like the matchups there. Feels like a chess game between these two teams is what we're going to see.
Here's Lopez. No good off the back of the rim. Walker taking his time here. Pass to Kidd-Gilchrist. Walker against Bogdanovich. Shot's good by Walker.
And, you know, even though Walker is just 6'1", he may not be that tall, folks. He is a creative scorer in a hard matchup. Great at making the defense pay inside.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Lynn with it. Last time out he had 13 points. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. No good that time. Here's Walker. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And Booker kicks to LeVert. Back to Booker. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lopez sets a screen for Lynn. Booker outside. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Lopez. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. In the pass to LeVert. Lopez inside. He's covered by Kidd-Gilchrist. The shot's good from Lopez.
And, you know, Lopez is very much a real threat to drop one in from that range. I mean, he's an excellent shooter for his size.
Lynn against Walker. Shoots over Lynn. And again, the Hornets missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Bogdanovich wide open. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Bam up top. LeVert defending. From deep. Walker. Good on the triple. Walker's got 5 points so far.
I think you've always got to have a hand up on Walker. Very capable at knocking down the 3 ball.
Lynn finds LeVert. Bogdanovich with it. Here's the teardrop. He gets that one.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
There's Walker with the 3. And it's Walker again missing. The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Bogdanovich with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Lopez against Kidd-Gilchrist. Lynn looking it over. Booker with the screen for Lynn. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. A nice shot by Zeller.
You know, Zeller is no stranger to contact. As a matter of fact, I like the combination he has of both finesse and power to go through that kind of defense.
And it's in there. He's got 7.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Booker. To the inside. Here's Lynn. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, Lynn is a really creative scorer, especially when he knifes inside the heart of the defense. He's just got nice body control and a real awareness as to what shot works best.
Walker the pass to Lamb. Lynn against Walker. And a wide open look for Lamb. Off target from three-point range. Nets trail by 3. Pass to Lynn. Outside Bogdanovich. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his. Now here's Booker. Here's Bogdanovich. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Lynn kicks to Bogdanovich. Here's Lopez. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Lopez has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Walker finds Kid Gilchrist. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Luis Scola. He's checked in for Lopez. Nicholson comes in for Booker. Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Hornets. Here's Scola. Oh, good on that one. Great tee that time from Hibbert. Hornets trail by 20. Here's Sessions. And the layup is good.
You must do more than that to stop him, especially when he's this close to the rim.
Pass to Harris. Outside Bogdanovich. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Sinks the triple. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, you know, this is what makes Dinwiddie so dangerous, guys. His shot preparation makes him ready to shoot as soon as he catches it.
And stolen by Scola. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harris no good.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Charlotte has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Nets leading by 21. There's 1:47 left to play here in the 3rd. To the middle. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Wood in the post. Dinwiddie covering. Basket counts. Wood's got 6.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Dinwiddie against Sessions. Dinwiddie kicks to Nicholson. Drills it from outside. 6 points for him.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Batum sets a screen for Sessions. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Sessions. And that's 13 points for Batum.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more. He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Wood, and finished off by Wood.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Dinwiddie right side. Pass to Bogdanovich. Goes up at the stripe. That one doesn't drop.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
And so it's Brooklyn in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 22 is their biggest lead. Out to the right wing. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Look. At the space he had on that one, though, there's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Sessions dishes to Batum. Sessions with a screen on Harris. Batum attacking. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Dinwiddie against Sessions. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Batum passes to Wood. Yes, that goes in.
And after a rough first half, they're finally finding a nice groove here.
Brooklyn leading by 14. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Now here's Scola, covered by Hibbert. Scola inside. He's against Hibbert. Here's Hollis Jefferson. A three-pointer off the mark. Hornets trail by 14. Wood passes to Hibbert. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Yeah, like a huge, hungry grizzly bear. Hibbert feasting at the rim.
Here's Sessions. Good on the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Pass to Nicholson. On the wing, Dinwiddie. And the Nets miss again.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Kaminsky misses. Nets leading by 10. Harris inside, defended by Batum.
And the art of verticality. I mean, Hibbert able to contest shots without breaking the invisible plane between he and the offensive player. As a matter of fact, he may be the very best in the league at doing that.
A shot by Batum, no good. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Out to Sessions. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Nicholson. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Hibbert. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You know, that's where the high release point of Batum worked to his advantage, allowed him to get that shot off.
Both teams will make substitutions. Nets leading by 5. Poked away. Dinwiddie outside. To the wing on the left. Stephens. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by the Hornets.
Now Walker. Zeller, a screen on Dinwiddie. Shot's good by Walker.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Dinwiddie drives in. From deep. And the Nets, another three.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
3-on-3. Williams against Scola. Pass to Dinwiddie. Batum grabs the miss.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
The kick out to Walker. Batum, a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Walker driving to the basket. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Boy, you look at Walker, and he's a slight guy, but he powers through it all. Terrific, deceptive strength.
And so Lynn will bring it up for the Nets. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist comes with the double team. Booker finds Lynn with the fadeaway. And the shot no good, a bit short. And here's Sharp. They're on an 18-6 run. Nailed from three-point land. Walker's got 26 points.
I think scoring is what Walker does best. He's phenomenal at that aspect of the game. He scores in a lot of ways.
Then the pass to Booker. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Walker with a screen for Batum. The kick out to Walker. From outside, off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Lynn from long range. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Walker. Off target from outside. Nets leading by 5. Here's Lynn. Batum grabs the miss. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Rebound, Brooklyn. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Down low, here's Hollis Jefferson, and he converts the layup. Hollis Jefferson's got 7 now in this quarter. Hornets trail by 7. Here's Walker. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Lynn with it. Williams picks him up. Up top, Hollis Jefferson. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And it's a 9-point Nets lead. Batum a screen on Lynn. Here's Walker. Lays it up and banks it in. Walker's got 28 points for the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Lynn. Excellent D there from Williams.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too. You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Tuesday, the Minnesota Timberwolves will come into town. Then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn. And then for Charlotte, Roy Hibbert's checked in for Zeller. Christian Wood comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Sessions subbed in for Kemba Walker. That's leading by 7. Pass to Bogdanovich. There's the drive. Wood with the block. Now here's Sessions. Fast break opportunity here. Batum for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Lynn's got rebound number 8 now on the night. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Wood. Sessions looking around. Batum for 3. That ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lynn against Sessions. LeVert with the wide open look. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it. You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Lynn to end the cold streak, and he's good on the 3-ball. Lynn's got 10 points in just the second half.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's Batum. A rebound by the Nets. Outside, Lynn. No good on the triple. Hornets trail by 5. Wood passes to Hibbert. Right side, Williams. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Nets leading by 5. Outside, Lynn. Booker is screen on Sessions. Lynn the pass to Lopez. 1:44 left to play here in the fourth. Great tee that time from Hibbert. And so it's Sessions. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Wood a screen on Lynn. Driving in. Basket good.
That's how you run the two-man game. Nice shot.
1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Ramon Sessions with the steal. Pass to Williams. And finished off by Williams.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go into the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
Sessions against Lane. Here's Hibbert. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The net shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the fourth. Sessions against Lane. Lopez. Good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
The Hornets call time. So an almost entirely new grouping now for Charlotte. Zeller is checked in for Hibbert. Kaminsky comes in for Williams. Lamb is checked in for Christian Wood. And it's Kemba Walker in for Sessions.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Lynn against Batum. The wide open look here for Lopez. Buries the long-range jumper. And now a 6-point Nets lead.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Outside, Lynn. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure